testing. This is the Scopemate S28, and it's a high definition scope camera, same as your trigger cam, and it's meant to compete with the trigger cam. Chinese manufacturer. So outside of that, it comes with this bag. I don't particularly want to ever use this. I don't think that anything like this should be just swung around in a bag like that. I think it should be in some type of box. Comes with a few rubber spacers just in case your scope is too small, too thick. These are different thicknesses in order to make up that difference. Here's one ring. The unit itself. And the battery is in here. It is an 18650, but it is a flat button 18650. It does not have the button on one side, and they emphasize to make sure that you get the right one. Positive side in, negative side out toward the cap. It's as simple as that. There's a couple small little issues that I've had with it, but we'll get to that in a minute. There's a charging cable. Data transfer is not done through, data transfer is done through this, but there is a separate way to view your images. Some extra parts, O-ring, gas O-rings, and a couple extra screws in case you lose them, and an Allen wrench. That's about it. Not very much to it. You simply just take your scope, find the desired ring size set, put them over the back of your scope, and then slide that on, just like so. It has the power button, Wi-Fi button, so you hit the Wi-Fi in order to lock onto or connect this into your app. That's very easy to download. And then it has a camera function. Now your camera is working. Hit it again, it stops, and then you got your picture function. It'll just take a picture. Right here you have your cable charging port, because it doesn't come with a charger for the battery. The unit itself is the charger. And then this is a micro HDMI, so I've used this with a micro or a small monitor. You run it directly over to that monitor, and then you can view directly off of that instead of your cell phone. And then it also comes with this, well, mine came with a 120 gigabyte micro SD card. I really like that this unit is aluminum. Excuse me. From what I understand, the old ones are plastic. The original versions are plastic. And right here you'll see that there's a slot here in order to adjust for the thickness of your scope, so that you can put your spacers in, and then you can tighten down these screws here to adjust this slot one way or the other. Now, this part is the biggest one, and this here is your focus knob. There's two things that he actually said. One is that if you overwind this, there's a chance that you can pop the focusing knob off the track. That's the only downfall to it, in my opinion. I have a video that I'm going to show you where I do the adjustments on it. I've got a great way to do the adjustments, works perfect, and then after that, you're all set. And then it has the microphone. Now, the microphone sucks. Just honest, the microphone sucks. So don't count on getting great audio out of your microphone. And I don't use it for that. I only use it for picking up hits on targets. I also only use it mostly for you guys. So I have some videos that I'm doing on this Zero Tech here, all the Zero Techs up here, Sig scope, Leupold scope, a bunch of stuff. And it's been great. My final review on this, the focus knob, I think is fine. I think that if they put a stop in there to keep it from coming all the way out, it would probably be great. It's doable as long as you know what you're doing. You're not going to have an issue. The battery charging, all that's fine. The easy button use is really easy. The app is really easy. The downsides that I'm finding on this mostly are there's a bit of distortion in your video versus your eye. And that's just going to be the way that it is. They have reflective lenses in here in order to get that 90-degree recording, and because it records this way, hits a mirror, records this way, hits a mirror, and you lose some clarity on that. A little bit of clarity in the video, not in your visual realm. Not looking down the scope, you're not going to lose anything. But in the video, there's a slight fuzz, I'd say just outside the center of the circle, and you can probably see it in the video. I'll add it to it. Outside of that, this thing works great. Have expectations when you purchase something like this. Even the trigger cam and the other models that are similar to it, have expectations, because these things are not perfect. They're not gonna be perfect. They're just not. Oh, this thing's heavy too. You're not gonna lug this thing around with you in the woods every hunting trip unless you're doing hogs and you're out on a tripod, or you're in the back of a truck, or you're doing something like that. I am not gonna take this on my hunting rifle up into the mountains on a backpacking trip on the rifle. I may set it up once I get up there before I stock in for a final shot, but I am not going to be trekking around in the mountains with this on there, because it's too bulky. It's something that's going to get hit and knocked around. So I would also keep that in mind. Realistic expectations, people. Realistic expectations. And I think that you'll be happy with what you purchase. So I had realistic expectations with this, and it's exceeded what those were. So I've got this one flat spot here that I think you could probably use for a dope chart if you're doing tournament shooting. You could put your dope chart on there, and it'd be nice and easy to see. So that's it for this. The Scopemate is really cool. I like it. I bought it from a company back east. They're the only ones that I could find that sell it, and I will put a link to their website at the bottom of this video, and you guys can get a hold of them. The owners are pretty good people. They sell thermal optics only. I don't see anything else on their website other than thermal optics. But they're a good company, they're good people. That's it for the Scopemate. I've got some videos that are embedded in this, but that's it. Thanks again.